Today we're expanding on the figure four rock up and transitioning into a foot hand crawl. In order to get the benefits of strength and mobility, we want to make sure that we're really intentional about how we navigate this transition. When performed mindfully, you'll get all the benefits of the figure four rock up along with some strength and stability for your shoulders. Of course, we'll start off in familiar territory, working through some of the figure four rock up progressions. Work on adding the tension to move from the lying position to an active tuck and rock up. And just work with this. We're going to stay right here, rocking up to a seated position rather than the half kneel or crouch position. Here's where we'll make a slight change to our transition. Rather than reaching the top leg forward and pulling from the heel, post your hand the same side as the bottom leg. You can begin by posting it just next to your hips, and you'll transition to rocking up and placing your hands in front of you. Keep the arms straight as you actively push into the ground. This is going to start to lift your hips so you can step back and find the foot hand crawl position. Hold for a moment in the foot hand or the knee hand position. Keep your knees low, lengthen from the crown of your head, and keep your core strong. Smoothly sit back into the rock up and perform the transition again. Rock up, plant the hands, press the feet into the ground, step back. From your crawl, step one foot forward, windshield wiper, pivot your other leg inward, and sit back. Take some time to have fun with this movement, get some reps in, and really let it land in your body. You can add some rotation to this transition depending on where you place your hands after the rock up. Rock up and place your hands off to the side to change your angle of orientation. Next, let's move into a foot hand crawl position and really dial some strength and intention into this. We'll work through some basic progressions and get to foot hand crawling. Press into the ground and lengthen your spine. Press through your toes, lift your knees to hover 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Keep your spine long. Just start shifting weight back and forth and picking up your hands and feet. A few small marches and then rocking back. Transition into foot hand crawl. Hold it with strength. Take a step forward. Slide your other foot diagonally across your body and sit to your hip. Rock back and then rock up. Take time to polish that transition. Focus on elongating the spine and keeping your knees hovering just above the ground as you transition into the crawl position. Feel the rotation that takes place as you sit through to rock back, and as you rock up, plant the hands and slide the hip back and rotate into the foot hand crawl position. This little bit of rotation is going to set us up for the foot hand crawl pass under transition that we're going to see another day. As your body gets used to this movement and your shoulders and core get stronger, you're going to be able to increase the tempo and get more dynamic with the transition. Rock up, plant the hands, and hop back into the foot hand crawl position. Lastly, take some time to slow down and explore relaxed spinal movements while in the knee hand position. Stabilize, step forward, and rotate to sit to your hips. By slowing down, this becomes a more relaxed variation where you're transitioning from the knee-hand position to the figure 4 seated position. Rather than focusing on the coordinated sequence, you can take the same basic pattern and use it to explore these small movements and variations that promote relaxedness and mobility in the body. This is basically just taking 2 positions as the endpoints and exploring all the space in between.